It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. For Atlanta, it's been all about winning games right now. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
That's the 5th barbecue chicken alert.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. It's time for some hoops at the Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And you know, for the Hornets, they've had some success in the early part of this season. It looks like we can expect more of the same form they showed last season.
You know, I was thinking they might improve some, but at this early stage, it appears as though they're the same season from a year ago. But nonetheless, that's a pretty good squad.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. The Hornets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Scat and Clutch in for Jeremy Lin. Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Over in the corner, Zeller. Here's Chen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Captain Clutch has got his first points in this one. T kicks to Hardaway. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Teague has it in the corner. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Walker goes in. Again, the Hornets score.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Runcic. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Outside, Walker. With the teardrop. Atlanta with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
Now here's Walker, following the miss by Al Horford. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Chen from about 19 feet. And good on the basket. Book it. Captain Clutch has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Hardaway. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Good.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
55 seconds left to play in the first. And Walker kicks to Batum. Here's Chen. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Here's Captain Clutch. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Captain Clutch has got 6. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Teague drives in. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And a wide open look for Walker. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 9. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Hornets ahead. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game has been, you know, we can beat any team in this league. You know, if we work together and, you know, put everything into play, you know, we'll be all right. And that's the kind of attitude we've been having. You know, that's the attitude we have to keep.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce?
Really, it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing. And you can ride that for quite a ways.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for shots?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Splitter. Kyle Korver is out there with Scott. Then there's Teague. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. The Hawks trail by 5. Splitter sets a screen, and there's the feed to Korver, and that one's good. Korver's got his first basket.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Offensive rebound. Jones dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Chen. And Splitter pulls it down.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now here's Teague, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Holiday, that's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Shot clock at 5. Jones off a pick from Chen. There's the pick. Here's Kid Gilchrist. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Korver. Outside Holiday. Splitter sets a screen for Holiday. Goes back up. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Splitter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
They recover it, and that is good. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Teague the pass to Scott. Hawks passing it around. Teague drives in. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
See some numbers here on Tiago Splitter. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in field goal percentage. And of course, at a premium, that's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's such an efficient scorer. I mean, he understands the offense. He moves well without the ball. I love what he does out there offensively.
And the Hornets making a change here. Haws is checked in. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Hawks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jeff Teague. Kicks to Korver. There's the pass to Holiday. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Splitter sets a screen. They get it back. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Well, when it comes to finishing ability, he does have something to prove. He's been known to trick some layups here and there.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Jefferson. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Hawks lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. All right.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Nice work coming off the bench, guys. Great energy, great offense. We really got to show our depth in the first half. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And no standing around out there. I want to see our shooters open, and that happens because we're moving, looking for the gaps in the defense. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
It's been a great game for Walker tonight. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Terrence Jones comes in for Zeller. And it's Captain Clutch in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Atlanta, Splitters checked in for Horford. And it's Scott in for Paul Millsap. Chen in at 2-guard. Kaminsky out there with Terrence Jones. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. Scott, good.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Hornets trail by 4. From deep. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. 5th best, Jeff Teague.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And it's Walker penetrating. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Poked away. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Roncic. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Walker. And it's all evened up. Walker's got 20 points.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Splitter sets a screen for Korver. Offline with his 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Good. Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
There's the pick. And Teague, here we go. Scott gets to Korver. And he converts the layup. Korver's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets dance team. Make some noise!
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Captain Clutch. Hornets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Penalty situation. Shooting for Charlotte, Jeff Teague at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so the Hawks take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
We got to forget
and
about
time
that
now
one.
to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, plenty of battling out there tonight. At what point did the team start to really respond in terms of trying to stay on top of the momentum in this game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We let them hang around. But, at least we reacted better the second half. This is one of those games that we just had to, will our way to win this.
You toughed it out, Al. Thank you so much. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Yeah, Al Horford put in some serious work bringing home this win tonight. He's always been the definition of a great two-way player, and when you've got a big man who's that versatile, it's a huge boost for your ball club.
He put everything he had into his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to dominate.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.